Today, September 29, 2025, marks a turning point in military aviation as China unveils its next-generation stealth fighter, the JXX. This aircraft is more than an engineering feat. It's a bold statement of Beijing's ambition to challenge, and perhaps surpass, US air dominance. The JXX's radical design and rumored capabilities signal a generational leap, not just an upgrade from the J-20 or J-35. Decades of investment, industrial espionage, and relentless focus have propelled China's aerospace industry to this moment. The unveiling signals the end of uncontested American air superiority and forces a global rethinking of military doctrine and alliances. For the Pentagon, the emergence of a peer or even superior adversary in the skies upends years of planning based on the F-22 and F-35's qualitative edge. The JXX's arrival raises urgent questions about the survivability of existing assets and the future of power projection in the Indo-Pacific. For China, the JXX is both a weapon and a symbol, bolstering national pride, intimidating rivals, and deterring US intervention. Its existence will likely accelerate the arms race, compelling nations to seek advanced capabilities or strengthen alliances. The global balance of power is shifting, and the skies have become far more dangerous and uncertain. A new era in aerial warfare has begun, with the JXX casting a long shadow over the established order. The JXX's unveiling revealed a radical, tailless blended wing body, maximizing stealth and aerodynamic efficiency. Advanced thrust vectoring and flight control software replaced traditional stabilizers, achieving the holy grail of stealth engineering. Its adaptive cycle engines promise both fighter agility and bomber-like range, allowing deep penetration without refueling. The airframe reportedly uses metamaterials that bend radar waves, making it nearly invisible even to advanced detection systems. Distributed sensors turn the entire jet into a 360-degree sensing platform, fusing data for unmatched situational awareness. A direct neural interface and onboard AI enable the pilot to control the jet by thought, with the AI managing complex tasks and even autonomous maneuvers. The JXX is not just a fighter, it's a human-machine partnership built for the algorithmic battlespace of the future. The JXX's variable cycle engines enable supercruise speeds above Mach 2.5, outpacing current fighters and shrinking the battlespace. Its stealth is a paradigm shift. Tailless design, radar-bending metamaterials, and active thermal management make it nearly invisible to radar and infrared sensors. Internal bays house hypersonic missiles, allowing the JXX to strike high-value targets from hundreds of miles away before defenders even know it's there. The jet acts as a command hub for swarms of unmanned loyal wingman drones, multiplying its reach and firepower. The pilot directs these AI-enabled drones to scout, jam, or attack, while the mothership remains out of harm's way. This networked approach introduces a new level of complexity for adversaries. The JXX is not just a fighter, it's the centerpiece of an intelligent, distributed air combat system. China's new jet redefines what it means to control the skies. The US has been quietly developing its own sixth-generation fighter, the F-47 Wraith, under the NGAD program. The F-47 is envisioned as a system of systems, a manned fighter operating alongside a family of unmanned aircraft. Its design emphasizes all aspects stealth, adaptability, and open architecture for rapid upgrades, ensuring it stays ahead of emerging threats. Next-generation adaptive engines promise speed, range, and efficiency for the vast Indo-Pacific theater, reducing reliance on vulnerable tankers. The F-47 is built for long-range dominance and persistent operations, reflecting a strategy of resilience and adaptability. However, the program faces daunting costs. Each jet could cost hundreds of millions, raising questions about affordability and scale. This drives the push for unmanned wingmen to supplement the expensive manned fleet. The Pentagon's challenge field the F-47 quickly and in sufficient numbers to deter a rapidly modernizing China. The race between the F-47 and JXX is as much about economics and production as it is about technology. America's answer to the JXX is coming, but can it arrive in time and in enough numbers? The outcome will shape the future of air dominance. The JXX and F-47 embody two distinct philosophies of air power. The JXX is built for rapid, overwhelming strikes, neutralizing carriers and bases with hypersonic weapons in a bid for quick victory. The F-47, by contrast, is designed for protracted high-tech campaigns, leveraging range, persistence, and networked systems to maintain dominance over vast distances. In a head-to-head clash, the JXX's speed and first strike potential could be matched by the F-47's superior sensor fusion and electronic warfare. The real contest is between algorithms, networks, and the ability to command unmanned assets. Ultimately, this rivalry is about more than jets. It's a competition between two industrial and doctrinal ecosystems. China's state-driven model enables rapid, large-scale production. The US relies on innovation and operational experience. The decisive question, which nation can field, sustain, and adapt its force faster and more effectively? The answer will define the strategic landscape for decades. The JXX's true impact depends on China's ability to mass-produce it, a challenge even for advanced nations. Yet China's track record in scaling up military production, as seen with its Navy and the J-20, is formidable. If China can field the JXXX in significant numbers quickly, it could create a window of vulnerability for the US and its allies. The F-47 program, hampered by cost and bureaucracy, may struggle to keep pace. This could give China a decisive edge in the Indo-Pacific, emboldening it to act more aggressively, especially regarding Taiwan. The economic stakes are high. The F-47 is one of the most expensive weapons ever, while China may be willing to absorb higher costs for strategic gain. The production race is as critical as the technological one. Even a slightly less advanced jet, if built in overwhelming numbers, can tip the balance. China's strategy is clear: achieve numerical superiority in the Western Pacific. The US must leverage innovation and unmanned systems to counter this. The outcome may be decided on the factory floor, not just in the skies. The JXX's arrival sends shockwaves through the Indo-Pacific, forcing regional powers like Japan, Australia, and India to accelerate modernization and deepen US ties. For Taiwan, the threat is existential. A fleet of JXXs could quickly establish air superiority, neutralize defenses, and hold US forces at risk. The US strategy of relying on large, centralized bases is now precarious. These are prime targets for long-range, precision strikes. In response, the US is shifting to a more distributed, agile posture, dispersing forces to survive and fight in a high-intensity conflict. The JXX also serves as a tool of peacetime coercion, allowing China to intimidate neighbors and strengthen its diplomatic hand. Its presence alone can deter challenges to China's claims and influence regional behavior. The JXX is both a military asset and a symbol of China's rise. It forces a strategic rethink across the region, reshaping alliances and defense planning. The Indo-Pacific balance is being rewritten, not just by hardware, but by the perception of power. The JXX's shadow stretches far beyond the battlefield. The region must now adapt to a new era of uncertainty. The JXX's impact will ripple through the global arms market, as China is likely to export a less advanced variant to strategic partners. This could give nations outside the Western alliance access to cutting-edge air power, expanding China's influence in the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America. US allies will demand greater security guarantees and access to America's most advanced systems, tightening alliance networks. Some countries may hedge, seeking good relations with both Washington and Beijing. The spread of advanced stealth tech could destabilize regional balances, triggering new arms races and making conflicts more unpredictable. The US will respond by doubling down on technological superiority and arms control efforts. The competition is about more than fighters. It's about shaping the global order through diplomacy, economics, and partnerships. The JXX and F-47 are pawns in a new geopolitical chess match. The choices made now will echo for generations. The unveiling of the JXX marks a fundamental shift in global power, ending the era of uncontested US dominance. We are entering a new, uncertain world where two superpowers compete for military and technological supremacy. The coming years will see an intense arms race, driving innovation and raising the risk of miscalculation. The debate between quality and quantity, exquisite platforms versus affordable mass, will shape defense strategies. The West must decide how to balance technological edge with resilience and scale. The JXX is a stark reminder that technological leadership is never guaranteed. The future depends on whether this competition can be managed peacefully, or if these revolutionary fighters will one day clash. The world holds its breath as two titans prepare to rule the sky.